Hey guys, it's Joshua here and I'm back with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. So this one was against Marcos off my Discord channel, so if you want to jump on there, the link is down below. It's awesome. Well, I say it's awesome, but it's not amazing. It's just okay at the point. But it's slowly growing, getting more people, having some more cool battles. It's fun on there, so you should jump on. So, well, if you wish. You don't know, of course. But anyway, I have no clue what tier we ran. This could have been PU off the top of my head. I think it was. But who knows, I could have just bought a lot of PU Pokemon to a higher tier battle because that is Josh. Anyway, so I led off with my Lopunny. So this is actually my max HP, max speed Lopunny with On-Call Magic Coat, Fake Out, and Ice Punch, just for a little bit of coverage. Which I probably should just go for a normal type move. But anyway. I went for Fake Out and didn't think of the fact that this thing has inner focus. So I take a large hit, which sucks. So anyway, I'm obviously not going to stay in against this because it will take me out another 2 turns. Lucky I have leftovers, so I thought, Wormadam will take a hit. This is my Scarfed, max speed, max attack, Sandy Wormadam. Now, luckily I have high defenses, so I am going to be able to take that. I am not 100% sure exactly how well it would have taken it, but it took it fairly well. So it brings his Luxray, and I wish I went for the Earthquake. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and then I went, nah, I'll go for the Bug Bite just in case he stays in. I wish I went for the Earthquake. That would have caused a lot of damage. So here I went, okay, I really don't want to stay into whatever this thing's going to hit me with. And so then I change, and he actually goes for the Signal Beam. So I'm like, okay, this thing probably has nothing else to hit me with. So it's not too bad. I can work with this. It's probably electric moves, and yeah. So I thought, let's see what he does. So I'll go for the Fake Out. He stays in. At least I'm going to get a bit more chip damage off on it. Not too bad. And I was umming and ahhing at this stage what I want to do. He hasn't seen anything but Fake Out from me. So I was thinking, I'll stay in and I'll go for the On-Call, because if I lock him into Signal Beam, I have something good to swap into. You know, he's not going to be able to hit me too hard against some. Now, saying that, if I was smart, well, not if I was smart, but if I knew ahead of time, this thing has other moves, including electric moves. So if I on-called him into an electric move, I could have swapped into Wormadam. Also, if I on-called him into Charge. So anyway, he's going to swap out into his fat ass, which is his shiny Magmortar. I got there in the end. Now, it's funny because we were talking about, he said nice shiny to me about my Wormadam, which I just got while breeding some different Burmese without actually a Everstone, so that way I could get some different things, natures, and just go if they got good IVs by that. But I got that shiny by accident, which he said he also did with his Magby, which obviously ended up into fat ass. So I thought, okay, you've taken me out, time to bring in Lumineon, who has appeared in a couple of battles already, but I thought, no way, I can't not use this thing at this point. So he goes for Earthquake, and I was like, well, I wonder how much this is going to do, because he's probably a fairly offensive Magmortar, and it does under half, which, I mean, stabbed would have done around half if it was, but it just shows you at least this thing's got alright bulk with it. I have, as I said, between HP, attack, defense, and speed, there's a mix of investment, so it's an interesting set, but it's also a Lumineon, so it's nothing amazing. Anyway, I get the Rain Dance off, which then Swift Swim is activated, so I'm able to outspeed that and smash it. So I was like, cool, let's see what we can do. So he brings in Shiinotic, and I was like, okay, well, I should swap, but this is me we're talking about. So I'm going to go for my C move. Unfortunately, it's not just a bug type, grass type, because I could have caused a lot more damage, but I know these things are specially defensive, not physically offensive. So I'm going to go for my Savage Spin Out, and hopefully I'm going to cause a fair chunk of damage to this thing. So I love seeing these things where you just got, like, everyone loves like the Fly MZ on random Pokemon. This is always fun as well, like the Bugsy move on it and that. So then he goes for the Charge Beam and misses, which is awesome. So I thought, okay, this is a male. I'm going to take use of this. I have Attract, so hopefully I can stall him a little bit. Obviously it doesn't have its hidden ability, otherwise it'd be healing in the rain. So I may be able to Waterfall it a couple of times, get some flinches, who knows. But then he just got through. Obviously he's going to get through Attract, because who is ever faltered by Attract at the moment with my Pokemon? And kill me. But that's a bit unfortunate. But I at least dealt with the Magmortar there. So I'm 2 down, he's 1 down. So I was like, it's not too bad. So I thought, okay, I'll bring in a Pheasant. Should be able to deal with this quite easily. I was thinking of going for my Power Herb Sky Attack, but I thought, no, I'll just go for Steel Wing. And Effect Spores activates. I'm like, are you bullshitting me. Not only does it activate, I am now asleep. I could have dealt with this thing easy, and no matter what he bought in, which probably would have been a Luxray, but I had the chance then to still use that ridiculous, because that hits so hard. I'm jolly max HP, max speed, max attack, so I can hit anything. Even this one coming in, I could have really dealt with this thing. But no, I'm asleep to the 10% chance of effect spores. But anyway, I'm still asleep. Doesn't end there. Just wait. So he's going to go for his hidden power, which he did reveal to me later is hidden power ice with a never melt ice. So that's interesting set. Like it. Takes me out. Cool. So I thought, okay, come in Emerald Eyes. It's your turn. So this is my shiny Wigglytuff. I'm not sure if I've shown him off before much, but I thought, yay, let's use this baby. So this is a Normalium Z, which I'd already wasted my Z move. Work Up, Body Slam, Wild Charge, and I believe there was one other move, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, so I went for a Wild Charge. After the damage I saw from the Wild Charge, I was pretty darn sure I'd be taking this thing out with this Body Slam, which I do. But again, the 10% chance for this thing activates, and now I'm poisoned. So at least I'm not asleep this damn time, but there's bullshit. So anyway, Emerald Eyes is poisoned, so not going to be around too much longer. Plus, it's not a very fast Pokemon, so... Then he brings in Mystery, which is his Lycanroc. I'm like, okay, I could swap, and I should swap, because if I swapped into my Wormadam here, I probably could have dealt with it, but I didn't. So I actually expected him to go for a Rock move, hoping to leave it badly. I could go for a Copycat and get a Rock move off. I could have gone for the Body Slam and hoped for a Paralysis, but I thought probably not what I'm going to get at the moment, and I was hoping for a Confusion, but I didn't get that either. So I probably would have caused a bit of damage if he did use a Rock move and I survived, because looking at that, I know it was not very effective, and I guess it was stabbed, but still. So Emerald Eyes is going to go down there, so I'm now down to my last two Pokemon. He has 4, so who knows, I could turn this around. So I thought, okay, in comes Headbuns, which is my Gloom. So with Eviolite, Gloom is quite bulky, so it works out quite well, but I wasn't sure what he'd do. So he does swap out here into his My Little Pony, which didn't worry me too much, because I think he thinks he's going to take more damage off of me with a hit than he will. So Giga Drain's not quite a 2-hit kill from the range he's at, so I can't really take him out with a Giga Drain this turn. But I was sure I could live 2 hits at least. So I went for the Toxic here, which I thought was my better move, because if I needed to stall heal, at least I could get him down 1 or 2 turns of Toxic with Moonlight, and then I could easily go for the Giga Drain and take him out with a recovery from the move. So this turn he's going to go for the Zen Head. Oh no, he doesn't. Sorry, he goes for a Return again. Zen Headbutt must be next turn. Puts me under half health, but this is the turn I thought I'm going to store you a bit more, as I said, and go for the Moonlight. So as long as he didn't get a stupid crit, I can easily deal with it. So I'm going to recover more damage than I'm taking, obviously, because it's doing under half. And I'm pretty sure he's in range now. I'm going to take him out with a Giga Drain. Worst case scenario, I have to take him out with the poison afterwards. He's going to go for the flinch chance with the Zen Headbutt. Doesn't miss, but also doesn't flinch me. Thank God, the luck he had with his effect spores. I was surprised he didn't. And I'm able to put myself just back over half HP. So that's not too bad. So I've got 3 left to deal with. So then he brings out Unleash. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really using any attacking moves. So I don't have much of a problem with this, because the Intimidate's not going to affect me. So I thought, what should I do first? I was humming and ahhing about what to do. He's going to go for a Charge Beam, so he's obviously going for the boost, so I'm hoping he doesn't get it. And he doesn't, which is awesome. And so I went for a Moonlight here, because I thought I'm probably safer being at full HP, depending on what he's going to hit me with, or at least as close to it as I can get, and going from there. So I'm nearly there. And he's going to go for a charge this turn. So I'm like, okay, so that's not too bad of an idea. It's going to mean I'm going to do less with Giga Drain, but I'm going to go for Infestation here. I was like, I'll trap him in now so he can't swap out and start dealing poison damage. But after thinking about this turn, I probably would have been best going for a Toxic. That would have been a better move for myself, but unfortunately not. So I'm going to swap out here, because you're going to be adamant most of the time that Charge is going to lead into an Electric move. Now, knowing I had this, it would have been cool and really predicting if he went for a Signal Beam instead, but then he outspeeds me because I am Wormadam even though I'm Scarfed, and goes for the Z move. And he's like, he knew he had to at this point, because if he didn't take me out with a normal Signal Beam, which I say he wouldn't have, I could easily Earthquake this and then deal with the rest. I believe I didn't even go for Earthquake, to be honest. I think I went for a Rock Blast in case he did swap into the Unpheasant, but he didn't, and he took me out anyway with a Z move. So now I literally just have head buns and I have to deal with these. So this turn I thought, okay, well I'm best probably going for the Toxic here, start working it up, and then he's going to swap into his Mystery, which is his Lycan Rock. So I'm like, okay, well, I wish I just went for the Giga Drain now, so I didn't have to waste a turn, but either way, this thing's poisoned now, so I can start dealing with it. So, it's not looking good for me, let's be honest. So, unfortunately, yeah, that effect Spores really screwed me in the middle of the battle. So he's going to go for a Bulk Up, which I thought was a weird choice for a move at this point. I know he does outspeed me, but he knows I have the Giga Drain, so I'm going to hit really hard, being super effective, and I'm going to take that thing out. So that was pretty silly turn. I can't remember. I don't think he said it was a misclick, so I just think he probably thought I could take it, or thought I was going for Infestation or something. So now it brings out the Unpheasant. So I was not scared of this Luxray in the back at all. I know I can take that. But this Unpheasant's going to come out, and it's going to go for the workup. So I'm like, yeah, goodbye, okay. So, obviously I'm just going to go for the Toxic here. I need to wear it up, but I don't have enough to hit it with. I needed the Rock Blast to deal with this thing, because this is the only Pokemon, Gloom couldn't handle. So, yeah, this turn he was like, okay, this is where he told me what the hidden power was and what item he was carrying, but he was still surprised how little that did after a workup. So I thought I'll go for the Infestation this turn. I really need to be able to stall him, because if I can get 2 or 3 turns now is all it's going to take him out. So if he's mainly got hidden power to hit me with, that's going to be awesome. He may have Roost though, that could be a problem. But if I can heal him, stall him out and get him to, could work it, but then he pulls out the Air Slash, and that's going to take out Head Buns. So unfortunately in the end, guys, I do lose that one 2-0, but I could have, as I said, if I could have dealt with that Pheasant, I could have won it, but the crits and or mainly the effect Spores is the big thing that affected me, which sucked with a 10% chance. So if you did enjoy that, guys, do Giga Drain that like button, because it does help out. And if you, as I said before, my Discord link below if you want to battle. If you have any suggestions as such, just chuck them in the comments below. I will get to them in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or as quick as I can. This will be out after the release of the game, but I'm recording it before. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.